welcome back to Unicorn Dust Designs. If you're new here, my name is Sammy. Welcome. On this channel, we do DIYs, wood signs, and there's always tons of laughter. And today, if you love DIY decor on a budget, then you're gonna wanna watch this video. So let's go ahead and get into the DIYs.
So to start off, you guys, I just wanted to point out that the wood planks from Dollar Tree, the new version, which was on the left side, the all brown bag, they are so different. They are thin and like pretty janky versus the old ones, which were like thick and a really nice cut. So keep that in mind when you're picking up the new ones. So we are going to take 10 total. We're going to make 2 boxes here, and I'm going to use one as our base. I'm going to hot glue one side, and I'm going to glue it on top of our bottom piece here. And I'm using my Detail Surebonder glue gun for this. Now I'm going to flip it over on its side, and I'm going to hot glue the fourth piece onto the side. So you can see I don't apply the hot glue to the bottom because, I mean, it wasn't gonna fit properly. So I'm just gonna repeat that step for the other side and then the other box, because again, we're gonna make 2. So after I'm done putting that together, I'm going to put a bead of hot glue on the inside for extra security. And then we are going to build our second one. Now this is the box that I built using the newer wood planks. And watch out for these because they are very misshapen. They're not the same. They're not all the same size. They had a lot of splinters. So I had to do like a lot of sanding with the sanding block. But I mean, 6 for $1.25. I mean, I shouldn't complain, right? So after that's done, I'm going to get our Rich Black by Faux, and I am going to paint all of this box. I'm not going to paint the inside, but I do paint the bottom, the top rim of it, and all the other goodies. The inside won't show once we're done with this. All right, next I take some Dollar Tree stencils. Nope, I lied. Dollar Tree leather ribbon. Cut 2 pieces out, and then I'm going to round the edges of this just by using scissors. I thought I added like a little like upscale detail instead of leaving it like straight ends. And then I'm going to hot glue them to the side. So it almost just looks like a little leather belt on these. And I'm going to do the other side. And again, whatever I do to one box, I'm doing to the other. And then I'm going to take these. Oh, no, I'm going to show you that I'm doing it to the second box too, I guess. You're welcome. All right, then I'm going to take these, I think it's furniture finishing pins. You guys, I know you're picking up what I'm putting down. Anywho, I cut the ends off of them, and then I'm going to hot glue them to the ends of our leather pieces. This just adds that extra detail. Once I am done adding those, so you're going to need 4 total. You could also use the gold thumbtacks from Dollar Tree. And those will work great. And you just cut the bottoms off of those too and then hot glue them on. Next, I'm going to take some Dollar Tree stencils. And this was actually an adhesive stencil, but it didn't make sense to me. So I left the white backing on and just used it like regular stencils. And I'm just going to start doing my own thing. And again, you guys, use this as bones. Like if these colors aren't your thing, then just take the bones of it and, you can make this white and black, blue and black. Like this would make really cute coastal decor as well if you change up the colors. But I'm just going to put different stenciling on them for the next box. I'm going to get some letter stencils. These are also from Dollar Tree. And if you see, I am starting from the end and working my way to the left. That way, my spacing is correct. Ooh, got to go over that. I was trying to get them light, not super bright. So that's just like a good tip. Start backwards and then work your way over, and then you won't have like these crazy spaces. And then when I turn it over, we're going to spell market here. I'm going to start from the left and work my way to the right. And this is just the Dollar Tree stencil brush I'm using. So next, these were pretty big boxes and I didn't want to fill them all with Spanish moss. So I stuffed some foam in there, then some grocery bags, then some Spanish moss. I told you my Dollar Tree haul, I've been using a lot of this lately. And next I'm just going to accessorize it with like my random succulents that I've gotten from Dollar Tree along the way, or like sometimes I use the bases of them and rip the other parts off. But you guys, look at how cute these are. Not even cute. Like these are so, I don't even know what to say. High end? No, not high end. I don't know, but I'm in love with them. And I'm going to use them in my decor. I'm changing out all my decor after spring. So let me know what you think about them.
All right, you guys, I hope you're enjoying these DIYs. I don't know what it is, but lately I have been totally vibing this black tan wood like stain DIYs. I don't know. You guys know this is usually like my vibe and my aesthetic, but I'm on it. Like I'm on this like industrial like farmhouse. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I love it. And when I'm passionate about something, I hope it comes through in these videos and it gets you guys excited to create too. And you guys know, if you're digging me, if you're digging the video, if you are digging this channel, then make sure you like and make sure you subscribe. My goal is to hit 100,000 before baby M gets here in June. So if you could help your girl out, I'd really appreciate it. And make sure to check the links down below because I have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of it. So check it out. And you guys, let's go ahead and get back into these home decor DIYs.
Our next DIY, we're going to use these wood pieces that I got from Hobby Lobby. You could also use 2 of the long Dollar Tree signs as well to create this. I am going to apply some wood glue to the middle. I'm going to let that set up for a little bit, and then we're going to go ahead and flip this around. I'm going to use paint stir. Oh, nope, not yet. Tricked ya. I'm going to take the wood crates from Dollar Tree. I'm going to stain them in the Jacobean wood stain. And these are the smaller option of the 2. So this one is the one that's smaller and has the slats in it. And then there's a bigger option that does not have the slats in it. So keep that in mind. So after I'm done staining, then I'm going to flip it over. And then I got some paint stir sticks, cut them down to size. I did stain them because I wanted it to look a little bit more finished on the back. And I attach it with wood glue first. And then I was like, you know what? I want to keep working on this. So I decided to add some hot glue. That way it just gives me that immediate hold and I could keep working on my project and I don't have to wait for it to set up. So I put one in the middle, 1 and 2 at the ends, just to make sure that we have a good hold. I'm going to flip that back around using this Dollar Tree stencil and my stencil brush. I'm taking my white chalk paint and I'm stenciling that on. Now this stencil is the one that comes in like a big square and it like can move around in a circle. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? You guys know which one I'm talking about? That is where this stencil came from. I just cut like all of the different stencils off of it. So yeah. So next, we're going to take those wood crates. I'm going to get that wood glue once again, some hot glue, and I'm going to attach that to the bottom. Now, after I was done making this, you could technically use 3 of these wood crates because they are smaller, but I wanted to have the option to put florals or something in there that had some height to it, but you'll see when I reveal it. So to add some extra detail, I'm going to use these labels. These are in my Amazon store for you. And I am just going to attach those to the front. You know, it's all about like the little details I feel like that can make something look like from simple to, oh my gosh, where'd you get that? So next I just take one of the hangers I took off of like a Dollar Tree frame, attach that to the middle with some hot glue, and we are done. And this is what it looks like. I love this. I don't know what is up with me digging like the black and this Jacobean, the succulents, but like I am totally vibing it. So hope you guys like it too. All right. So for this one, we're taking 2 of the kids puzzles from Dollar Tree And of course, remove the puzzle pieces. We're gonna douse it with some hot glue and we are going to stick them together. These have beautiful wood on the back of them. So I wanted to take full advantage of these. So pick them up if you see them at your Dollar Tree. Then I'm going to take a ruler and I'm going to take my craft knife and I'm going to score some lines or one line in the middle. That way it looks like we took two pieces of wood and put them together to make this. You could also use a permanent marker or a paint pen to create a faux line as well. That's completely up to you. And then we're going to take that rich black folk art chalk paint again. You guys, I've had this chalk paint since I started my YouTube channel. So like a year and a half, almost 2 years now. It has lasted so long. So I'm going to paint the front, the back, the sides, all of that jazz. And then I am going to make, I created this stencil on my Cricut. And if you are a part of one of my members, then I will be posting this in there for you to use at your disposal. So I'm just using Aura Mask 813 stencil vinyl, also in my Amazon store for you. We're going to apply that to what is going to become our tray. And I'm just, again, using a stencil brush from Dollar Tree, stippling on that white chalk paint. And you guys, I'm using a light amount, like the lightest amount, because I don't want this to look brand new. I want it to look worn and used and I don't know, is rustic the right word? I don't think it is, but you're picking up what I'm putting down. I didn't want it to look like bright and clean. So after I'm done doing that, I'm going to let that dry a little bit and then we're going to pull up our vinyl. You're going to go ahead and weed out your little ends. I love how this turned out. And next we're going to grab that faux leather ribbon again. I'm going to cut 2 strips out of it and we are going to create handles for what's going to become our tray. So as you can see, I have it kind of poofing up in the middle, poofing up in the middle. And I'm going to hold that in place. There we go. I'm going to hold it in place and then I'm going to hot glue those ends down. One on each side. Whatever I do to the right side, I'm going to do to the left side. And we're going to take those tacks once again. Now, this time I'm going to keep them a little longer. I'm not cutting the entire thing off because I can just hammer these in to the tray, which is what I do. I end up getting pliers and holding it so I don't, lose a finger. And after you're done with this, you guys, you're done. And you have yourselves this beautiful tray that you can use as decor. You could even hang this on a wall if you wanted to, but I love the way it's set up. I would probably put like a book on here or something as well. So our last one, we're going to take 2 of these house picture frames, a bamboo cutting board, and some Dollar Tree dowels. You're going to take everything out of those picture frames, and we are going to paint both of them in black. I'm going to do all of the picture frames. So paint the back, the inside, the grooves on the back, everything. And you're also going to paint your cutting board with the black as well. I did think about staining it, but I always feel like when I stain the bamboo boards, they like get sticky. Is it just me? I don't know. You tell me. All right. Next, I'm going to take that cardstock and then I am going to take that matte insert from the frame. I'm going to trace it out. Now you do you with colors. I mean, it's easier just to leave the white one in there, but it wasn't going to go with my color scheme. So I'm going to cut my house out. Of course, I'm going to do 2 because we're going to have 2 frames. And then I just take my craft knife and cut the center out just because I wanted a super clean line for it. Next, I take this image. I created this on Canva and I am going, at first I trace it out and then I'm like, why am I tracing it? Like you don't want that cut perfectly to size because you want to tape it to the back of it. Hashtag duh girl. And so I did that with the first one and I couldn't figure out why it wasn't fitting. Okay, so then I just tape it to the back of that cardstock and now we are going to get the back of the frame. Now when I pulled this off, obviously I was like, oh, that is fugly. So I am going to flip these around and we're going to paint that other side with the black chalk paint. That way when you see into our, what is this going to be? I want to call it a terrarium. I don't think it's that, but you guys tell me. All right, so now I'm going to put this back together, pop in your glass, your insert, and then look at how clean that looks now. Oh, it looks beautiful. Okay, so now you're going to get your cutting board. We're going to start putting this together. So I hot glue the bottom, put that at the end of your cutting board. Now, I waited to put the other side on. Just glue it on now, okay? You don't need to wait. I was thinking, I don't know what I was thinking. Do as I say, not as I do. All right, and then you're just going to measure your dowels. We're going to do 3 of them total. Measure those to size. We're putting 2 on the side, 1 at the very top of the point. Paint those black, and then I'm just hot gluing those in, you guys, and that's how easy this is. The longest part was the painting, and seriously, spray paint it and save yourselves the time. But after you're done, you can fill it with some candles, you can put little books in there, greenery, and I love the vibe of this. The image and the cardstock on the end totally changed the vibe of it. The like dowels remind me of like metal rods, so very industrial. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And don't forget to show your girl some love. We're trying to get to 100,000 before baby M gets here in June. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe.
I guess we'll play around with it. How do you guys like my hutch? Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Of course, the blank space, I was like digging it. Now I'm like, when I go like this, it looks like there's nothing in there. So, but you guys get it. Isn't that so pretty? Isn't that pretty? Facebook Marketplace. Like, I just got my hair done. I have to think that it's because of the baby and new hair growth that they're coming in like wildflowers, okay? Because there ain't no way that these gray hairs are that strong that they're just like, nope, don't like hair dye. Oh, look at this side. I parted this to see if it would be like any different, and then I was like, oh, no. Okay,